Day 14. I had another long day yesterday. I got out of Tonto National Forest and I started heading towards Tucson. I went down to Mount Lemon. Oracle State Park is right around there. That was pretty cool. It was a long drive, but I almost got to the top of the mountain. I wouldn't really call it a 4x4 trail, but it was a rough road. It was busy though. There was a lot of side-by-sides driving around up there. I mean, everyone was cool and respectful about right-of-ways and stuff when you're on a narrow road, but it just took a long time. I got about like 4 miles from the top, but then there was a road closed sign. People were going up it, even in like regular cars, and not about like 4Runners and stuff. But I was like, man, I don't want to mess around with any road closed stuff. I've had enough trouble with that in the past already. So I just kind of hung out there for a while, and I had stopped by Walmart yesterday morning and got a I'm so fucking pissed about this. I got a external hard drive. It's gotten cheap too, man. A portable hard drive. It was I got 500 gigabyte for $50. But I'm looking at it. It's Seagate. And I was like, I don't know if I want Seagate. I've had trouble with them in the past. And I was like, well, it was like 10. Last time I had a Seagate hard drive was 10 years ago. I'm sure they've gotten better. I'm sitting at the top of that mountain trying to transfer footage so I can start getting new footage. And it was okay. It was doing okay. And then the computer went into auto sleep, and so it stopped the transfer. And I was like, well, I'll just wait till I get to the site. Man, I got in here last night, and I was like, okay, well, now I can transfer the footage. I don't have to. I can sit here and watch it. Well, let's make sure it doesn't go to sleep. And well, the computer needed to do an update, so I let it do its update. That took forever, you know how that is. And then I went to plug the hard drive in, and it wouldn't recognize it. There's nothing. Didn't even say an error. Nothing. Just like it didn't exist. Fucking piece of shit. Fucking Seagate, man. I don't know if it was the computer or the hard drive, but now I gotta go find a Walmart and take it back. Cause fucking what a fucking piece of shit, dude. So I still got. I wish I could have had the footage I had yesterday with dash cam and stuff, because it was fucking really cool all day. Well, after Mount Lemon, I went down. I had to go through I was gonna go to Coronado National Park, but it's like right outside of Tucson. Like right outside of Tucson, and I'm like driving through it. I'm like, this fucking sucks, man, because you're like driving through like a neighborhood to get to it. So I got to the other side, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I don't even want to do this. And then went to go look at a campsite, and I mean, it's kind of a cool campsite, a lot of saguaros, but man, it was fucking busy as shit. And I was just like, dude, fuck this. So I kept going down the road, went about another 2 hours down the road, and I'm just north of I-10 right now. I went up this, like, I don't know, it was crazy mountain, man. It's just like this one mountain in the middle of this fucking shit. I went all the way up. I was like almost on. I got I got about to the summit, and then the road was closed again. But man, it was like right at sunset, so God, I got some crazy pictures. But so I had to turn around and come back down, but I went high. I got up about 9,000 feet, and it was fucking windy as shit yesterday. We had a high wind event. I think it's supposed to be windy again today after the sun gets up a little warm. And so I came all the way back down. It doesn't matter. I swear I've seen that road on like some kind of fucking exotic car videos or something. Cause it was cool, man. Especially since that other side was closed. Like, if you could just put a spotter down at the bottom, and man, you could make a run down that shit. Holy shit, dude. It was a fucking cool road. We only passed like 3 people on it too. So I mean, yeah, you could tear some shit up on that, dude. Makes me want to take a sports car up on there. But Then I found this spot. It's pretty cool, man. I don't have any service, but it's a pretty cool fucking site. I mean, I come back here, I guess. I can see it's still kind of busy. I think there's some long timers up here. It seems like I don't see their vehicles. They just have their trailers parked. But this is what I was in last night. This was actually the mountain I was on yesterday. I got all the way. You get up there and it's just like this nice paved road all the way down. You can make a fucking good run out of it. And today I'm right by Portal. I have to meet someone at 2 o'clock on Tuesday, so I'm just gonna keep running around this area. I'm probably an hour outside of Portal, I think. I guess I gotta find a Walmart. Take that fucking piece of shit fucking hard drive back. Fucking pissed about that, dude. God. Not really much to talk about in current events. Yeah. I did, I was listening to this piece on, NPR yesterday. It was, this interview with, God, what was his name? Chuck something. He wrote, I wear the black hat, and, I can't remember the name of the other book he wrote. But he wrote this one book called The 90s. That's why he's doing the interview. And it's kind of like I guess it's like, it sounded really interesting. I guess it's kind of just like more of a historical perspective of the 90s instead of like reframed from what we us, like my generation, would think of when they think of the 90s. But it was really fascinating because he was like the 90s was the last decade. He's like up until the 90s, he's like every decade had its defined thing, and it's like he said, like every 20 years someone would get fascinated with the decade 20 years earlier. Like in the 70s everyone was fascinated with the 50s, and in the 80s everyone was fascinated with the 60s, in the 90s everyone was fascinated with the 70s. What he said, after the 90s, it's like just the way the technology and everything changed. Is like that was the last decade, like last defining decade that we'll probably ever see, because I mean, think about it. Like if you're my age, it's all been the same since 2000. I mean, really, like what's fucking changed? I mean, there hasn't been like I mean, other than like global defining things, but no like cultural defining things really. It's like the internet hit, and then it's the internet, and that's it. And that's it. We all live in a fucking digital world now. It's a fascinating interview. I think I'm gonna get his book because it sounded really good. Can't remember his last name though. The book's called The 90s. His first name's Chuck. I can't remember his last name though. He also wrote I Wear a Black Hat and some other really famous book. But yeah, so just gonna go find a Walmart and fucking deal with this shit. So, all right, later.